Well, good morning. It's Dave from DownTheRoadWeGo, and in this video we're going to touch on a few different subjects. We're going to start off by looking at a new toy that we just got. Actually, you know, it's the DJI microphone. 2 wireless transmitters and a receiver. It comes with this charging station, which holds everything in there. And when you open it up, they all turn on. And they tell you what the voltage is on everything and how many hours it'll last. They last up to like 15 hours for both the transmitters and the receiver. Of course, it comes with a charging cable. Comes with something to hook the camera up, or hook these up to your camera. It also comes with a few attachments so that you can hook it up to either a cell phone that has a C port or the iPhone that's in here. You have the iPhone and the charging port there. Now that lets you hook it straight up to a camera, your phone. So what we're going to do is we've had a lot of problems with audio all along, so we decided instead of buying a new GoPro 10, we'll go ahead and buy this, which is about the same price, and hopefully it'll make things a heck of a lot better. So what we're going to do, now that we've unboxed everything and see how it works, it's all charged up, we're going to put it on the camera and give it a try and go outside. We'll have the muffs on and to keep the wind down, and take it from there. And like I said, we're going to do a little bit in shop. We're going to let you know what's going on with Camp Sinclair and everything like that. So we'll get this put on. We'll take care of it. Let's go. Well, welcome to Camp Sinclair. Yes, we're off the road. It looks like we're not going to be traveling too much this summer in the motorhome. It's a little bit expensive, as we all know, with the diesel. But what we're doing today is, one, we're trying out this new DJI wireless mic, and as you can see, this is the little microphone. You can hide it if you need, and we're trying it out to see how it's working. And there's Ashley, and there's Junior. Well, we're going to be mounting Junior on the truck, and if we do any camping this summer, we're going to just go fairly local. Junior will be getting 18, 19 miles a gallon. Ashley, at the best, maybe 8.5. So with the price of diesel, we're going with Junior. And so what we got to do is we're going to show you how Junior gets hooked up. We're going to bring the truck up here and get Junior off of the stand it's on. Let's see if you can see that in there. And we're going to jack him up, get rid of the stand, put the truck on, take him out, wash him, get him cleaned up because he's filthy. He's been sitting in here for about a year. So we're going to get Junior all cleaned up and ready to go, and probably going to change the bed in there. It's too thin and it's old, and the springs are kind of sticking you in the back. And a couple other things we're going to check out and make sure everything's all right. Like I said, we'll only be camping in Junior probably. I think one time we may go someplace local in the motorhome because I want to keep it running. I don't want it to sit still anyway. But most of the camping will be in Junior. And we got other projects here at Camp Sinclair we're going to be doing, so we'll get you up on that. Walk down and we'll take a look. I'm anxious to see how the wind reacts with this microphone. It's got a muff on it. You can take the muff off and put it back on. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, just how it all works. If I've got it close enough, let me move it up there. That might be even better. So here's our 2 spots in Camp Sinclair. Although, if we had 2 campers come in, and we have, it was a little bit tight. So what we're going to do is expand Camp Sinclair a little bit, the other spot. Now this spot is absolutely totally level. We had somebody in here last night in a 41-foot Prevost bus, and he had an electronic, device up there to tell him whether it was level or not, and he said it was spot on. Didn't have to use a board, nothing. But over here, and it's fairly level over here too, we're going to make sure it gets real level. But as you can see, we got some gravel sticking out and it kind of slopes off right there. So if there's two here, it's pretty close. So what we're thinking about doing is building a little retaining wall starting back there, bring it down right around in here, all the way up, and we'll fill this all up with dirt and gravel and get the white gravel and stuff and put in it and make it nice and flat through here. So if we have two campers come in, they can both be parked side by side and they'll have plenty of room to get out without going downhill over here. So that's one thing we're going to do. We had two 50 amp plug-ins out here, one down there on that side of the shop and one here. But what we've done is we've added a regular RV circuit breaker type thing so I don't have to go in the shop to turn it on or turn it off. And that's already done and ready to go. So we got a little bit of dirt work and building to do out here, but when we get that done, we'll show you what it looks like. And we'll probably show you a little time lapse of us trying to do it. So, oh hey, how you guys doing today? I'm Dave and this is Down the Road We Go. In case you can't tell, we're in the shop. Now what we got going on today is we're going to work on Junior, the little truck camper we have. So come along for the ride as Down the Road We Go, and we back it into the shop. Okay, what we're really doing today is we've got Junior out, which is our truck camper. Here's the truck camper. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little work on it today. So Junior hasn't been out of his hole for about a year, and it's kind of dirty. We need to wash it, among other things. Clean it up inside. But the hardest part about Junior is putting him on the truck. It's a real pain in the kazoo. I'll tell you that, because you gotta go forward, back, turn, forward, back. It took us 45 minutes to get it on good enough so I can get it down in here in the shop. So what I did is I went to Harbor Freight today and I bought a couple boxes of this. We got vehicle dollies. Now this is made to jack up your car, put the wheels on them, and then you can, if you've got 4 of them, which I bought 4 of them, then you can spin the car around, push it in the corner, whatever you need to do. Well, we're going to do the same thing with Junior, and I've already made one mock-up of what I'm going to do, and I've got a little assembly line going. So here's what I've already made. Well, this is what they look like before they're put together. And basically we're going to put a piece of wood on there. We put a piece of wood in here, which will help support that because it kind of dips down, although I don't think this is going to break. But anyway, once we get that on, the wheels on, it looks like this. And it rolls around. So what we're going to do is put it in the middle, let the jack down, and once the jack touches, if you can see there's a hole already in here, we'll put a big screw in there. That way it'll keep it from moving around. And then we're going to that way, once we get all 4 of them on, we can move this forward, back, side to side, whatever we need to do. Matter of fact, like I said, it's on there, but it's just kind of temporary anyway. It's not quite up far enough. We have to move it up a little bit, and the only way to do that is either mess around with the truck or put these on and push it up. That way we can pick it up, take the truck out, get it sort of lined up and bring it back and actually push it onto the truck instead of pulling the truck up underneath it. So let's get at doing that. And like I said, this is in the shop series. Hope you enjoy it. We're going to do a little time lapse of us putting the last 3 together, and then we'll put them on Junior, see how it works. So come along for the ride in the shop working on Junior. All right, so basically what we have here is the piece of metal that gets the wheels put on it. We're going to put this piece down inside here. Now I've already drilled holes for screws that'll hold this piece of wood on. So then what we're going to do is put this piece of wood here, screw it down, and then put the wheels on it, and we'll do that for 3 of these things. I got 3 left to make, and we'll let you watch us do that, and when we get done, we'll put it on Junior and try it out. What you gotta do is get it lined up, mark how far in it's going to be, which is just a little less than 2 1/4. That way we know where the wood is going to go, so we don't get it wappa-jawed and off center. Okay, I think we're lined up now. All right. Now what we're going to do is put this in. This will just give it a little extra support. I really don't think this 2x6 is going to crack under the weight, but you never know. It's better to be safe than sorry. And just put a couple screws in it to hold it there. Make sure it's nice and flat. There we go. Now for the wheels. The wheels are the easiest part, let me tell you. There's 2. Now these come with 2 locking wheels. So what we're going to do is we're going to put both locking wheels on the same end. Okay. Yeah, we'll torque them down here. All right, that was on good tight. That was tight. Okay. All right, there's 2. We got 2 more to make. We'll just time lapse those 2. So hang in there. We'll get them done, all fixed up, ready to go, and then we'll give it a try and show you what happens. Well, as you can see, all 4 corners are squarely on the dollies, and see, I got that screw in there. I got one in each one, so it's not going to hopefully slip off of those dollies. So there's the other third, and there's the fourth one. Now, this thing weighs, I think, about 26 or 2,800 pounds, something like that. So it's still not going to be an easy chore to get it up in there, but if you'll notice, it's kind of hard to see. If you can see my hand down there, that's the front of it. It needs to be up against, it's a full hand's width still back. So it's not far enough forward. All we were wanting to do is get it far enough forward that we could get it down here. So now what we need to do is try to push that back in, and we'll set up the camera and take a look at that. Oh, the phone's ringing. Let me get back to you. Hey guys, sorry about the phone, but I had to answer it because we're a Boondockers Welcome host site, and I had somebody coming in, and I had to make sure that they found the driveway real good and came on in and parked for the night. So they were here last night and they've gone now, and I can get back to this project. And what we're going to pick up doing is I've made another tool. And we discovered that once we had all the weight of the camper on these roll-arounds, it didn't want to move. And the reason it didn't want to move is because all the wheels were whopper-jawed and going the wrong way. So what I did is I made a new tool. Let me go get it and I'll show it to you. Okay, there's our new tool. What this does is I stick it down in, put the wheel down in there and move it back and forth and point the wheel the direction I want it to roll. When I do that, it rolls right in. Here, let me show you. Okay, so what I do is if I need to turn this wheel, like, see how this one's straight because I want to push it that way? I just turn that like that, get around and turn the other wheel. Easy peasy. Makes it nice and easy to turn those wheels. Now we can scoot it over, which we've already played around with this a little bit, and we've got it. What it is there's two bumpers like on the back of the truck bed, and the camper should go down between those two, and it was over to the right and it was bumping up against it. So now that we've got it lined up, what we're going to do is push the camper in all the way and drop it back down, and we're good to go. So let's wait for Shirley to get out here, and once she gets out here, we're going to push this thing back up in there. Okay, we got about that much. We have to push the whole thing forward, so let's give it a try. I think that's up. Hang on. Yep. And this side's got a little bit to go. How about that side? Oh no, there's the bar, just a little bit. Well, I think we got it made right now.
Yeah, because you're on the tail light.
Yeah. All right, rolled right up in there. Taillights are pretty much against that. All we got to do is let it down in there and we know it's going to work. So we're going to call this a non-fail. It actually works, and the new tool helped out. So thanks for coming along. In the next video, I think we're going to be working in the shop again. We're probably going to be working on the pad out there for Camp Sinclair to try to make it a little bit wider. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, and we'll see you in the next video.